Hello Internet, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Tori and today I have the finale for 50 Shades of Green. So let's just jump into it. This project was created by Jessica, Amanda, and Cece. They will all be listed down below. And because I'm filming this late, you already know that the new intro is yellow/gold, and my introduction for that should be out the day after this is up. So let's jump into everything that was hit since the last updates, all the goals that were completed. Starting off with the Color Rain Smoke Show palette, I hit my usage goal in Showtime and needed three uses since the last update, and that was completed on February 15th. I also hit goal on my shade that I have in my Aura and Out palette from ColourPop, and that is the shade Soul Sister. My goal was to hit pan. There you go. That's how you can tell. And I hit pan on February 1st, and it took 2 uses. I'm very happy that I used this because it is a cream, so I'm happy that it has pan. Next, from my ColourPop and Tinkerbell palette, I hit my usage goals on Tink and on Neverland. So Tink's goal was to be used 6 times, and that goal was completed on February 25th. And Neverland's goal was to be used 7 times and was also completed on February 25th. And Neverland has a giant dip. Definitely could hit pan in that soon. Love it. Love this palette. I'm very happy that I got to use it. This next one I don't have in front of me. I don't know where I put the bottle. But I finished the e.l.f. Mint Face Cleanser. There you go. Since the last update, it needed 8 uses before it was finished. And that was finished on March 1st. Next, I decluttered the e.l.f. Blemish Control Face Primer. I marked this as decluttered on March 12th, and I used it 6 more times before I realized that this was what was breaking my skin out. Lovely! So very happy that that is gone, donezo. Don't have to worry about it. And now that takes me into the recent goals that were hit. So, a lot happened on one day. I hit my usage goal on the LA Girl Shockwave Eyeliner in Fresh. Since the last update, I used it 13 times, and this goal was completed on April 11th. Also on April 11th, I hit 2 goals in my ABH Subculture palette. One was a oopsie. 4 Little Electric right here. My goal was only to use it 5 times, but for some reason, I thought that 5 was a 15. So because I thought it was 15, I never called it when I hit the 5 uses. So since the last update, it needed 9 more uses to hit 15, and I did hit those 9 on April 11th. So very happy that I used it more than I needed to, but also happy that I did complete that goal. And then I finally hit pan in Untamed. Untamed was used 5 times since the last update, and the pan was also hit on April 11th. And then 2 more goals were hit, and that are nail polish goals. So I hit the 15 use goal in Celestial. Since the last update, it needed 4 uses, and that was also hit on April 11th. And then Everything is Pine needed 6 more uses, and that was also hit on April 11th. I loved using both of these. I'm very happy that I used Everything is Pine because I thought that was going to be the one that would definitely have failed. But instead, 2 other polishers failed. So time to talk about everything that is remaining and the fails. I believed in this project. I used 26 out of 50 items. If it's changed, I will put it up on the screen. Not really the best. I have done worse. I thought that this year would have been an easier year for me, but obviously that was not the case. I have switched it up for the next color. Some more attainable goals, but also fun goals. So hopefully that will help me. But obviously the next video will be about that. So let's talk about what every other product looks like currently. So starting in order from the ABH Aurora palette, I have the shade Helia. Since the last update, I used it 7 times. No pan, just rocking. I can't believe I just forgot about it like that. I really just forgot I owned it. Next, I'm going to go into the non-makeup items. So I have the Bath & Body Works Blackberry and Basil perfume. So now it's down to here. Since the last update. I did use it 27 times. I'm probably going to finish it this year, but I'm very happy with the progress. I did make through this project, but it does suck that I didn't finish it. Me and perfumes, it takes me a while. It definitely takes me a while. Next, for the Happy Hydration Elf Cream, this is what it currently looks like. It's very, you can't even tell. There is still some in here. It is very close to the bottom, but it's still kicking. Since the last update, I've used it 16 times. I have a feeling this is going to be empty in like a month, so I'm happy for that, but sad that it's not going to come in time for this project. Next, the two nail polishes that I failed the goals on. I have Chameleon Coat from Hollow Taco, and I have Green Taffy from Hollow Taco. Chameleon Coat needed 7 more uses. I only used it 6 times. I know it needed the 1 more use, but once the 15th came, I'm filming this on the 16th, so I'm not going to use it, and I'm not going to count it. And then for Green Taffy, it also needed 7 uses, but it was only used 4 times since the last update, so sucks, but I'm happy that it got used. An item that was barely used is the Formula 10 Be Berry Bright Mask. I just forgot this existed, and it's full. It's still full. I did lose an item. I hope it's finished, but in reality, I have no idea, but I can't find it. So I don't know. I don't know what happened to it, but that was the aloe face mask. Don't know where it went. Normally when I use them, I save them, and it's not in my face mask drawer, or bucket technically, that I keep my unused face mask. So I don't know where it went. I'll find it eventually, but I hope it's finished. Because I don't remember. So now into eyeshadows. Pretty Heart Cosmetics Princess of Fuji palette, the shade Fortress. The goal is to hit pan. Since the last update, I used it 3 times. These are just really hardly pressed, and to be honest, I just don't reach for this palette. This is definitely one that I should declutter. It takes up space. Next, I have the one eyeshadow I did not hit my goal on from the Subculture palette, and that is the shade Destiny. So this murky green. Since the last update, I used it 3 times. There was no way I was gonna hit pan in it by today. Well, technically yesterday. This one I'm shocked I didn't use more. So the Ghetto Vegan Beauty Pastel Goth palette. I have Gloom. My goal with Gloom was to use it 20 times. Since the last update, I used it 4. So I'm just really shocked I didn't grab it at all. Gravitate towards it. This one I thought I was gonna knock out, and then I forgot about it again, even though I had it literally right in front of me. For Sugar Pill, I pulled in Bitter Melon. My goal was to use this, 10 or 15 times during this project. Since the last update, I used it twice. It had 6 uses remaining. Pretty shade. I just wasn't gravitating towards it, which sucks. This, I'm shocked, hasn't dried out by now. I have the Pixie a liquid eyeshadow in Bare Brilliance. Since the last update, I used it 8 times, and it's still thriving. And then now into the rest of the eyeshadow palettes that the goals were not hit. ColourPop and Powerpuff Girls, the eyeshadow in Chemical X. My goal in this project was to use it, I want to say it was probably 25 times. Since the last update, I used it 4. It has 14 uses remaining, so sad. Next, I really tried with this one. This is the Animal Crossing and ColourPop Nook ink palettes. I was focusing on the shade Made in the Shade. My goal was to use this one. I think this was also 25 times. Since the last update, I used it 8. It also has 14 uses remaining. This I just didn't touch, from Batty Bean and Shroud. It's freaking Bats palette. I was focusing on the shade Atoms. Since the last update, I used it 3 times. It has 26 uses remaining. Just not in the mood for it. And then this one, it just got lost. This is the I Heart Revolution Mini Tasty Avocado palette. My goal was to hit pan in this dark green shade. Since the last update, I only used it 3 times. And then everything from my ColourPop Meant to Be palette. So I'm focusing on 3 different shades in this palette. Starting off with Play It Cool. Since the last update, I used it 4 times. I had 10 uses remaining. Next to that is Mint Tea. Mint tea was also used 4 times since the last update. It has 11 uses remaining. And then chill factor was used 5 times since the last update. It has 10 uses remaining. So, yeah. I thought I would have gone through the eyeshadow quicker than I did, but I didn't. I think I got eyeshadow fatigue, to be honest. I have definitely learned a lot from this project. Too many eyeshadows with too many hard goals. And not enough stuff for me on lazy days, but a lot of stuff when I want to be creative, but then it's like too much stuff when I want to be creative. So that's something I definitely have to work on and definitely learned in this project. So while this project was a fail, at least I learned a lesson from it. So on that note, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to check out everyone else's intros for the new color. And I hope you have an amazing day or night whenever you're watching this. Peace out, Girl Scout.